Hello! My name is Anastasia. I'm visual designer and content creator. Here in this video I'm gonna show you how I edit my photos and how I make the color correction in my phone. First of all, I want to show you some of my works. Here they are. And the most common question I receive is how you edit your photo, which apps do you use, how you do it. So I decided to make this a quick video and just share my tips and my recommendations of how to do it on your mobile phone. First of all, I want to tell you that apps that I'm using is Lightroom, and I tried a lot of other apps, and for me this one just works the best and I'm really happy with the result, so I highly recommend it. I will choose some photos that I'm gonna edit. So this is gonna be the photos that we will edit and make the color correction. So first of all, I'm going to the light and I always make the exposure higher, and I want to tell you, don't be scared to try it sometimes even more. It really depends on the colors of your picture. Like if it's darker one, you can make it even higher. If it's like mine with a lot of white, probably you don't want to have it too much. So I will just leave it like this. This is the option I always change. Contrast, I always put it a little bit higher. Again, depends on the picture and depends which result you want to achieve. So sometimes you actually want to have it like less, so the photo is not so highly contrast, but I prefer to have it higher, so we'll leave it at 15, I think it's good. Highlight, actually it's making usually like the reflections and the white colors are even brighter, and also like some brighter colors. I usually try it and sometimes it's just looking very nice with it, so we will have it. Shadows, it's about like if you want to have your shadows even darker or you want to have it brighter. So I think in this case I will make it a little bit brighter. I think it looks good. And usually I don't use these whites and blacks, but sometimes, depends on some pictures, you probably need it. Like sometimes you really want to make pictures like more whiter or more darker, so in this case I will just leave it on 0. Color, I always change the color because you may not see it now, but probably if you will use it for your Instagram feed afterwards, like you want all your pictures to look similar and to fit to each other, so that's why it's important like to keep the temperature of your photos like the same. So if you usually have the pictures more colder, then you want to make this one also more colder. I usually prefer having my photos like a bit colder, but when I work for some clients, sometimes they ask me like, we prefer warmer, so then I just do it warmer, and instead of like moving it up to blue, just I move a little bit to the yellow. And also I'm checking, it really depends, like I don't use the same settings all the time, but I always like check whether it fits. Like I see right now that green doesn't fit, but a little bit of pinkish I think would look very nice. Good. Saturation. Saturation is very important setting. Like if you feel that on your picture it's not enough color and you want it to be a bit brighter, a bit nicer, so you just add it more and you can see like the picture is just getting wow, so like you really want to eat it already. The lemons, not the picture. Effects. Usually I don't use any texture, any clarity, any dehaze, but sometimes if you see that your picture is not clear enough, like it's a little bit blurred, then you may want to use some texture, which gonna just add like this contrast to all the little details, so the picture will not look so blurred anymore. But in this one I just don't need it. What I always use is I add grain. Why you should add grain to your picture? Because if you made it on your phone, and probably you made the picture on your phone, and if you add grain, the picture will look professional, because usually when you use cameras, like professional cameras, they already have some little grains, and just adding grain to your photos will make it look like it's made on professional camera by professional photographers. So I really recommend doing it. Don't put too much, because it's just gonna be like, I don't know, printed in the newspaper. Not really nice. Or like you used the wrong settings on your camera. So, but add like, I don't know, maximum I would say like 40, 30. I think it looks good. You can, yeah, I think it looks good. Like, look at this, it looks quite professional. Okay, size, I just leave it, but sometimes, yeah, you just want to change the settings. Well, that's it with the color correction. What I do next? What I do next is I always crop it in the app. You don't leave this picture as it is and after like try to use it in the Instagram stories or Instagram feed, because just make it all here in the app and you will have perfect picture, and after you just post it and you will not have this problem when you have to move picture, rotate it a bit or something like that. Or for example, if you post it in stories like this, it may not put it like correctly how you want, so just better do it here. We're gonna make both. We're gonna make for the Instagram feed and we're gonna make it for Instagram stories. So I have this little rectangle here, I don't like it, so I will just make it a bit like... Sometimes you can cut some parts of the photos, you know, like it's not really big deal. Imagine that we made a photo like this, but I would recommend like, it's about proportion, it's about composition, it's about composition, so just try looking at it. Sometimes like maybe you can rotate a bit to see how it's looking nicer, but the fill space and the empty space have to look proportional. Oh, I think I like this one. I think this looks good. Okay. So we choose yes, and let me try having it. This or like this? No. So right now I would like to remove like this water splashes or something. So that's why I like Lightroom, because you can really easily do it just using this tool healing. So you will make it bigger by tapping here and moving it a bit up and down. You can change the size, and after you just make a little like this, and it's actually taking the color from somewhere else. So no, it doesn't work really good. I think we should, yes. So if you change the feather, it depends like how, let's say how transparent it's gonna be. So we want it to be filled. Good. So, and I will, no, that one is good. Okay, next one. No. So also some little like like here, I don't like it. Here, I don't like it. Here. Okay, this reflection, I think we can leave it. Here, I don't like it. Here. And here. Okay. Perfect! Isn't it perfect? And actually, like, if you want to compare your picture with the original version, so you just have to tap and hold for a second and you can see the difference. Like, come on, it's much better. Wow. Okay, so I think we are done with this one. So export to camera roll, done. And what I promised, we also gonna make it for the stories format. So always crop the stories format in the app. Don't make it in the Instagram stories, okay? Because you're just gonna make it not properly and it's not gonna look good. And I hate when people just like make these photos, I don't know, with proportion 2 to 3 and they just make it smaller and leave all those borders. It just doesn't look nice. I mean, you want it to look nice, right? Okay, 16 to 9. If we want to rotate it, we can try here. Ooh, I like it. I think I like it already. No, I don't like that we can see so much. Let me see. I will rotate it a bit. Maybe something like this. I'm gonna work. I think this is good. Or even like this. This is too much. Okay, I will leave it this way and just will add some more because they don't look good. Okay, done! And let's make this trick once again. Let's check the previous version. Oh no. Oh yes. Okay, export to camera roll. Good! So that's it for today and you now know how I do it. And now you can try it by yourself and just let me know if you like it or not. And in the next videos I will also tell about how to find some nice ideas for photos, how to make the pictures of your product to make it look good, and how to find the proper composition for it, and some little tricks and recommendation from me. So have a good day, guys. Bye.